Hi, hello, this is Giri, teaching 10th Mathematics, the chapter sets. Introduction to the concepts of the sets and also problems and solutions from exercise 2.1. Now, in which season we are now at present? Good, we are in rainy season. In rainy season and also in winter season, you can observe so many flowers blooming all around us. What can you observe in this diagram? Yes, here are some colorful flowers in this diagram. Therefore, you can say that this is the collection of flowers. In this collection of flowers, you can observe marigold and you can observe roses and you can observe sunflowers, lotus and so many different types of flowers you can observe in this collection of flowers. Therefore, you can say that it is collection of flowers. It is a collection of flowers. And the second diagram, you can find so many fruits, different types of fruits you can see. Therefore, it is the collection of fruits. The third diagram, the collection of cell phones. So many cell phones you can find here. And the fourth diagram consists of Indian cricketers. This is the collection of cricketers. Now, in all these four cases, the first case is the collection of flowers, the second one is collection of fruits, the third one is collection of mobile phones and the fourth one is collection of cricketers. Now if you come to the first collection, this is collection of flowers. Now if we show or if you bring a lotus, you can say that lotus is a part of this collection. If we bring some marigold, you can say that the marigold is also a part of the collection. You can bring a sunflower, you can say that sunflower is also a part of the collection. But if you bring a fruit or a leaf, you can say that is not a part of this collection. Therefore, if you bring any object, you can say that object belongs to this collection or not, you can certainly say. And if you come to the second example, all these are fruits. You can see different types of fruits. You can find lemon, pineapple, oranges, grapes and so many items you can find here. If we bring a grape, you can say that grape is a part of this collection or grape is an object in this collection. If you bring a pineapple or if you bring a banana, you can say that those bananas and pineapples are objects in this collection. But if you bring some other item which is not in this collection, then you can say that object does not belong to this collection. Similarly, third diagram, these are cell phones. You can see all the different models of cell phones here. This is the collection of cell phones. If you bring a cell phone, you can say that the cell phone is an object. Cell phone is an object belong to this collection. But if you bring a TV remote, then you can certainly say that TV remote is not a part of this collection. It is not an object in this collection. Similarly, this is the collection of cricketers. If you bring a chess player, you can say that the chess player should not belong to this collection. But if you bring a cricket player, you can say that the cricket player belong to this collection. Therefore, all these four are said to be well-defined collections. I repeat, all these four are said to be well-defined collections. What is meant by well-defined? Well-defined means if you bring an object, then you should be in a position to say that that particular object belongs to that collection or not. If we bring previously here, if we bring a fruit to this collection of flowers, you can say that the fruit does not belong to this collection. If you bring a marigold, you can say that the marigold belongs to this collection. Therefore, if you bring an object, then you can certainly say that object belongs to that particular collection or not. If you are in a position to say that object belongs to this collection or if the object does not belong to the collection, then it is called well-defined collection. If you are confused or if you are not in a position to say whether that object belongs to this particular collection or not, in such a case they are not said to be well defined. Okay, now you see all these four cases are well defined collections. Therefore, these four are called sets. A well-defined collection of objects is called a set. A well-defined collection of objects is a set. Let us take some more examples. Here are our national freedom fighters. You can find Gandhiji, Nehruji, Rajendra Prasad, Ambedkar, Netaji, Tilak, Patel, and so many national leaders you can find here. This is a collection of national freedom fighters. It is well defined. If you consider this as a collection of freedom fighters, then it is well defined. If we bring some Abdul Kalam, then you can say that the Abdul Kalam should not belong to this collection, as it is a group of freedom fighters. But if we bring another freedom fighter like Alluri Sitaram Raju, you can say that Alluri Sitaram Raju belong to this collection, as it is a collection of freedom fighters. Therefore, it is well defined. Look at the second example. This is the group of ministers of the state of Andhra Pradesh, headed by our Honorable Chief Minister Sri Y.S. Jagannath Reddy Garu. All these faces are our ministers, state ministers. If we bring an MLA, then you can say that that particular MLA may be either a minister or not a minister, you can certainly say. Therefore, this is also a well-defined collection. Look at this example. Here in this figure, you can find a classroom where the teacher is teaching something to the students, and the students are very much enthusiastic to learn subjects. Here, this is, you can say that if a student came to our class, look here, one girl came to that class, then you can certainly say that that particular girl belongs to this class or not. Therefore, again it is a well-defined collection. Here are the girls standing on a row. You can see the girls standing in a row. If you show a girl on the road, you can say that the girl does not belong to this row. As these girls are already in a row, if you show a particular girl, you can say that this girl belongs to this collection. If you show a girl out of this row, you can say that that girl does not belong to this collection. Therefore, it is also well defined. All these four are well defined collections, therefore they are sets, as we discussed. These are called well defined collection of objects, therefore these are sets. Now, when can you say that it is not well defined, or when can you say that it is well defined? I shall repeat. If we bring an object, then you should be in a position to say that that particular object belongs to that collection or not. If we are in a position to say that the particular object belongs to that collection, or that particular object does not belong to the collection, in both the cases it is well defined. But if you are not in a position to say that particular object may belong to the collection or may not belong to the collection, if you are confused or if you are in two minds whether to say yes or no, in such cases those collections are not well defined collections. If they are not well defined collections, then they are not sets. If they are well defined collections, they are sets. I may give an example here. Look at this class. There are some students in the class. If we consider, let us assume that it is a 10th class. If we consider the collection as the students of 10th class, then it is well defined. If you show a girl, you can say that particular girl belongs to the 10th class or not. If we consider this collection as a collection of 10th class students, then it is well defined. But if we consider the same collection as the most intelligent students in the class, the collection of intelligent students in the class, then from subject to subject, the intelligent students may differ. If you ask Telugu teacher, she or he may give some names. But if you ask maths teacher, him or she may give some other names, those are intelligent in the other subject. Therefore, if a student is intelligent in Telugu subject, it is not sure that he is also intelligent in the second subject also. Therefore, from teacher to teacher, the collection of intelligent students in the class may differ. In such a case, it is not well defined. But here, if you consider this collection as the collection of 10th class students, it is well defined. But if you take this as collection of indigenous students, it is not a collection. It is not well defined. Similarly, if you come to this row, if you are asked to take this as a collection of tall girls, if you ask me, I say that only the last 3 girls are tall girls. If you ask another person, he may say that only last 2 are tall girls. Therefore, this also changes from person to person. You see, in this case, if we take this collection as the collection of tall girls, then it is different, the idea is different, the opinion is different from person to person, therefore it is not well defined. But if we take it as a row of girls, as a collection of girls, then it is a set. It is well defined, it is a set. But if we take it as the collection of tall girls, then it is not well defined. Similarly, in this case also, if we come to this, previously we took this as the collection of freedom fighters, then it is well defined. But if we take this as famous freedom fighters of Indian national movement, then I won't agree. In my opinion, I have Alluri Sitaramraju is also one of the famous national freedom fighter, but we could not find him. In such a case, from person to person, the famous leaders may change. From person to person, the best batsmen in the world may also change. In such cases, they are not well defined collections, therefore they are not sets. But here, if we consider this diagram as the collection of national leaders, then this is well defined. This is the collection of AP state ministers, it is well defined. If we consider this as a collection of 10th class students, it is well defined. If we consider this as a collection of girls, it is well defined. Okay, is it clear? Now, well defined means if I have given an object, then you should be in a position to say that particular object may belong to that set, belong to that collection or not. If you can say that the object belongs to this collection, it is well defined. If we can say that the same object does not belong to this collection, again it is a set. But if you are not in a position to say that particular object either may belong to the set or may not belong to the collection, in such case it is not well defined. If the given collection is well defined, it is a set. If the given collection is not well defined, then it is not a set. Okay, anyhow, the sets is introduced by George Cantor, a famous mathematician. George Cantor. He is a German mathematician who introduced sets. His name is George Cantor. He born in 1845, March 3rd, and died on January 6th, 1918, and he belongs to Germany, and he worked more in the fields of mathematics, especially set theory. He introduced the set theory. Now, a synopsis, introduction to sets. Set theory was introduced by a German mathematician, George Cantor. And set is a well-defined collection of objects. A well-defined collection of objects is called a set. Sets are represented by capital letters in English alphabet, capital letters or uppercase letters like capital A, capital B, capital C, capital X, capital Y, capital Z, and so on. Such letters are used to represent sets. Objects in the set are called elements, and they can be represented with small letters. The objects in a set may be represented with small letters, small a, small b, small c, and so on, small x, small y, and small z. And all the elements in a set should be kept within set brackets. These are the set brackets. You can call them as set brackets, you can call them as curly brackets, you can also call them as braces. All the elements in a set should be kept within set brackets called braces. Here is an example for sets. A is equal to set of A, B, C, D, and B is equal to set of X, Y, Z, and N is equal to set of 1, 2, 3, and so on, and W is equal to set of 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. These are the examples of the sets. You can observe that the sets are represented by capital case letters or uppercase letters in English alphabet. Capital A, capital B, capital N, capital W. And the elements of the set may be represented with small case letters, small a, small b, small c, small d, or small x, small y, small z. And of course, with respect to numbers, there is no problem. Anyhow, the set should be represented with capital case letters, and the elements in the sets may be represented with small letters. And all the objects of a set are called elements, and these elements should be written with commas in between, and there should be curly brackets at the beginning or at the end. Like this you can represent a set. Now here in this case, how many elements are there in the first set A? There are 4 elements in set A. And in set B you can find 3 elements. And in set N you can find infinite elements. And in set W also you can find infinite elements. Here number of elements of set A is 4. Number of elements of a particular set are called cardinal number. Therefore cardinal number of set A is 4. Cardinal number of set B is 3. Cardinal number of set N is infinity. And the cardinal number of the set W is infinity. Cardinal number means the number of elements of a particular set. How to represent a set? We know that what is a set so far, and we know how to represent a set. Now, what are the different ways that a set may be represented? How to represent a set? What are the different ways? The first is roster form. Roster form. Roster form means writing a set by listing out all its elements is called roster form. It is also called as list form. For example, A is equal to set 1, 2, 3. We wrote all the elements that belong to A. Therefore, it is roster form. Set B is equal to set A, E, I, O, U. Again, we wrote all the elements that belong to B. Therefore, it is called roster form. This is also called list form. And the second method is set builder form. Set builder form means writing a set by the characteristic property of the elements. If we write any set not by listing the elements but by writing its characteristic property of the elements, it is called set builder form. It is also called as rule form. Look at this example. B is equal to, here in the first case in roster form you wrote B is equal to set A, E, I, O, U. Here in this roster form we wrote B is equal to A, E, I, O, U. We listed all the elements that belong to B. Therefore it is list form or roster form. But whereas in this case you wrote B is equal to X such that X is an vowel in English alphabet. In English alphabet, what are the vowels? A, E, I, O, U are vowels. You listed all the objects or all the elements, therefore it is roster form. But here you wrote the condition or you wrote the property of the elements, therefore it is set builder form. X such that, you should read like this as X such that X is an vowel in English alphabet. By writing this, we wrote the property of the elements that belong to this set. If we write the property of the elements of a set, then this is called set builder form, or it is also called as rule form. And the other form of representing a set is Venn diagram. By drawing a closed curve, you can represent a set by drawing a closed curve. Generally, you can represent sets by drawing circles. You see, example A is equal to set 1, 2, 3, 4. We draw a circle and we named it as A, therefore it is set A. And what are the elements that belong to the circle? That belong to the interior of the circle? 1, 2, 3 and 4. these four are the elements of the set A. But whereas if you look at 5, 5 does not belong to the circle. It is away from the circle. Therefore, 5 is not an element of A. These are the different ways in which you can represent a set. Now, this is the chapter sets and exercise 2.1, and let us solve questions and solutions from this exercise. Here is the first question. Which of the following are sets and justify? I shall repeat the question. Which of the following are sets and justify? Here is the first bit. The collection of all the months of a year begin with letter J. I shall repeat. The collection of all months of a year begin with letter J. We know that there are 12 months in a year. Starting from January, February till December, there are 12 months in a year. Out of these 12 months, now what are the months that may start from J? January, July, June and July. Okay, therefore it is well defined. If you bring some August, you can say that August does not belong to this collection as it is not start with J. If you say some March, you can say that the March should not belong to this collection as it doesn't start with J. If you say July, you can say that July belongs to this collection as it starts with J. Therefore, it is well defined. Since it is well defined, it is a set because it is well defined. Months are January, June and July. Therefore, how many elements are there in this set? In this set, there are 3 elements: January, June and July. Second question. The collection of 10 most talented writers of India. The collection of 10 most talented writers. Most talented writers means, in my opinion, there may be some 10 writers which are most talented. But in your opinion, the talented writers may change from person to person. Therefore, it is not well defined. You see the answer? Not a set, because talented writers may change from person to person. Not a set, because talented writers may change from person to person. Therefore, it is not well defined. Since it is not well defined, it is not a set. Third question. A team of 11 best cricket batsmen of the world. A team of 11 best cricket batsmen of the world. Again, if you ask your friend, he may give 11 best batsmen list. If you ask your another friend, he may give some other names. Some names may be coincide, but the remaining names may differ from person to person. But all 11 best batsmen may not be same for all the persons you ask. Therefore, it is not well defined. Since it is not well defined, it is not a set, because best cricket batsmen may change from person to person as per their opinion. Fourth question. The collection of all boys in your class. The collection of all boys in a class. It is sure it is a well defined, because if you bring a boy, you can certainly say that that particular boy may belong to this class or not. You can certainly say. Therefore, it is well defined. Since it is well defined, it is a set. It is well defined. If you find a boy, you can say that he belongs to your class or not. Therefore, it is a set. Next question. The collection of all even integers. All even integers. It is also well defined. If you bring an odd integer, you can say that that odd integer does not belong to this collection. If you bring an even integer, you can say that the even integer belongs to this collection. Therefore, it is well defined. Since it is well defined, it is a set. Because it is well defined, you can justify whether the given number is an integer or not. Whether the given number is an even integer or not, you can say. Now, question number 2. If A is equal to set 0, 2, 4, 6 and B is equal to set 3, 5, 7 and C is equal to set of PQR, then fill the blanks with belong to and does not belongs to. Here is the symbol for belongs to, and this is the symbol for does not belong to. Now, the blanks are, the first one is 0 blank A, and the second bit 3 dash C, and third bit 4 dash B, fourth bit 8 dash A, fifth bit P blank C, and sixth bit 7 blank B. Here you have to fill up these blanks either with belongs to symbol or with does not belong to symbol. Here this belongs to symbol is to be used in between an element and a set. If that particular element belongs to a set, then you can keep belongs to symbol. You can write belongs to symbol if an element belongs to the set. If that particular element does not belong to the set, then you have to use this does not belong to symbol. Now let us use these two symbols and let us fill up these blanks. Here the first blank is 0 dash A. If you observe the set A, what are the elements in set A? 0, 2, 4 and 6. Since 0 is an element in A, we can write 0 belongs to A. And second bit 3 blank C. Now if you observe the set C, you can find P, Q and R are the elements of C, but 3 is not an element in C. Therefore, you should write 3 does not belong to C. And third bit 4 dash B. In set B, you can find 3, 5 and 7 are the elements of B, but 4 is not an element of B. Therefore, you should write 4 does not belong to B. And fourth bit 8 dash A. Set A. In set A, you cannot find 8. Therefore, 8 does not belong to A. And fifth bit P blank C. In C, you can observe P, Q and R elements. Therefore, you can write P belongs to C. And sixth bit 7 blank B. In set B, you can find 7 as an element of B. Therefore, you should write 7 belongs to B. Now the question number 3. Express the following statements using symbols. I shall repeat. Express the following statements using symbols. Here is the first bit. The element X does not belong to set A. Then how can you write this using symbols? Since X does not belong to A, you should write X does not belong to B. And second bit, D is an element of the set B. The solution, since D is an element, you can write D belongs to B. And third bit, 1 belongs to the set of natural numbers n. Since 1 is an element, you can write 1 belongs to n. And fourth bit, 8 does not belong to set of prime numbers P. The solution, since 8 does not belong to P, 8 is not belong to P. Therefore, the symbol belongs to is to be used in between an element and a set if that element belongs to the particular set. If an element is in that set, you can use belongs to symbol like this. But if a particular element does not belong to the set, if the particular element is not present in the set, then you can write does not belong to symbol like this. Now next question. Now question number 5. Write the following sets in roster form or list form. Roster form means you have to list out all the elements of a particular set in between set brackets. Then this is called roster form. We already learned what is the roster form and what is the set builder form. You see the first bit. X is such that X is a natural number less than 6. Now what are the natural numbers less than 6? Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Therefore, if we write all these elements 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 within set brackets, then this is called roster form or list form. Now look at second bit. X is such that X is a 2-digit natural number. Here sum of digits is 8. Here, if you observe this, I have given 2-digit natural numbers. You have to list out all 2-digit natural numbers in which the sum of the digits should be 8. Now, in order to get 8, now what are the different 2-digit numbers? Here sum of digits is 8. They are 17, 26, 35, 44, 53, 62, 71 and 80. If you list out all these elements within brackets, then this is roster form or list form. Now third bit, x is such that x is a prime number which is a divisor of 60. Prime divisors of 60 you have to list out. What are the prime divisors of 60? 2, 3 and 5. Of course there are so many divisors for 60. One is a divisor of 60. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 12. All these are divisors of 60s. But out of all these divisors, only 2, 3 and 5 are prime numbers. In order to write down the letters, no element is to be repeated in sets. In sets, you should not repeat any element. Therefore, we have to write only 2, 3 and 5. Now question number 4. X is such that X is set of all letters in the word better. Therefore, in order to list out the letters in better, now what are the different letters in better you have to list out. B is one letter, E is another letter, and T is the third letter, and R is the fourth letter. Therefore, the better word is formed with only 4 different letters. Therefore, you have to write the set of B, E, T and R. Even though T came 2 times and E 2 times, you should not write E and T 2 times, because in sets the general usage is you should not repeat any element. Now question number 6. Write the following sets in set builder form. I shall repeat. Write the following sets in set builder form. So far in question number 5, we have given the question in set builder form and we wrote in roster form. Now in this, we have given the sets in roster form and you have to change them into set builder form. Look at the first bit. The first bit is set of 3, 6, 9 and 12. 3, 6, 9 and 12. If you observe all these elements, what is the common property that these elements are having? If you observe these elements, 3, 6, 9 and 12, you can write 3 as 1 into 3, 6 as 2 into 3, and 9 as 3 into 3, and 12 as 3 into 4. Therefore, first is 3 into 1, 3 is 3 into 1, 3 into 2, 3 into 3, 3 into 4. Therefore, you can write this as 3 times of x. The given elements are the multiples of 3. Now, how many multiples of 3? 1, 2, 3 and 4. First 4 multiples of 3. Therefore, you can write 3x such that x belongs to set of natural numbers and x is less than 5. Less than 5 and natural numbers means 1, 2, 3 and 4. If you substitute x is equal to 1, you will get 3 into 1 is 3. First element. The second natural number is 2. 3 into 2 is 6. Second element. The third natural number is 3. 3 into 3 is 9. Third element. And the fourth natural number is 4. 3 into 4 is 12. That is the fourth element. You should not take 5 because x is less than 5. Therefore, the set 3, 6, 9, 12 in roster form is changed into set builder form like this. 3 times of x such that x belongs to n and x is less than 5. This is symbolic form. In terms of words also you can write this as x is such that x is the first 4 multiples of 3. In this manner also you can answer. Now second bit, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. These are not the multiples of 2. Even though you can observe this is 2 times of 1, 2 times of 2, but 2 times of 3, 6 is not there. Therefore, these are not multiples of 2. Then what happens? Then this is 2 power 1, this is 2 square, this is 2 cube, 2 power 4 and 2 power 5. Therefore, the given elements are in the form of 2 power x such that x belongs to set of natural numbers and this is 2 power 5. Therefore, you can write x is less than 6. X belongs to n and x is less than 6 means the natural number is less than 6. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now if you substitute x is equal to 1, 2 power 1 is 2, If we substitute x is equal to 2, 2 square is 4, 2 cube is 8, 2 power 4 is 16 and 2 power 5 is 32. Therefore, you can write the given roster form like this in set builder form. This is symbolic form. In words, you can write this as x such that x is the first 5 powers of 2. And third bit, 5, 25, 125 and 625. Again, these are the powers of 5. 5, 5 square, 5 cube and 5 power 4. Therefore, in the same model, you can write this as 5 power x such that x belongs to n and x is less than 5 here. In other words, x such that x is the first 5 powers of 5. And fourth bit, set of 1, 4, 9 and so on 100. 1 is 1 square, 4 is 2 square, this is 3 square and so on, it is 10 square. Therefore, in set builder form you can write this as x square such that x belongs to set of natural numbers and x is less than 11. Now what are the natural numbers that less than 11? 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on up to 10. 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square and finally 10 square. These are the values. Therefore, you can write the set 1, 4, 9 and so on 100 as x square such that x belongs to n and x is less than 11. Or in words, x such that x is the square of first 10 natural numbers. Now, question number 7 now. Write the following sets in roster form. I shall repeat. Write the following sets in roster form. Here is the first bit. A is equal to set of x such that x is a natural number greater than 50 but less than 100. Number greater than 50 but less than 100. Since they are greater than 50 and less than 100, you have to exclude them. You should not write 50 and 100. You should start from 51. Therefore, in roster form, you can write A is equal to the set of 51, 52, 53, 54 and so on up to 99. Second bit, B is equal to set of x such that x is an integer and x square is equal to 4. Now you have to list out all the integers whose square is 4. If you observe, if x square is equal to 4, then x is equal to root 4. Square root of 4 is plus or minus 2. Since it is an integer, you can mention both plus 2 and minus 2. But it is given that if x is a natural number, you have to write only plus 2. But since it is mentioned as an integer, you can write plus 2 and minus 2 also. Now third bit, D is equal to set of x such that x is a letter in the word loyal. In loyal, L repeated 2 times. But you have to mention only once. And what are the different letters in loyal? L, O, Y, A. Therefore, D is equal to set of L, O, Y, A. This is the roster form. Now question number 8. Match the roster form with set builder form. I shall repeat, match the roster form with the set builder form. Here is the first bit, set 1, 2, 3, 6. On the other side, x is such that x is a prime divisor of 6. And second is set 2, 3. And B is x such that x is an odd natural number less than 10. Third bit, MATHICS. And on the other side, option C, x is such that x is a natural number divisor of 6. And fourth bit, the set 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And the option D, x is such that x is a letter of the word mathematics. While matching, if you observe these 1, 2, 3 and 4, straight away it is very clear that MATHICS are the different letters in the word mathematics. Therefore, you can straight away match the third to D. And also 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. X is such that x is a prime divisor of 6. No, these are not prime divisors. as 9 is not a prime number. And x is such that x is an odd natural number less than 10. If you observe 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, these are the odd natural numbers and less than 10 also. Therefore, you can join fourth bit to B. Fourth bit answer is B, third bit answer is D. Now look at 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3 and 6. Option A, x is such that x is a prime divisor of 6. No, 6 is not a prime divisor. Since 6 is not a prime divisor, it is not this option. But here x is odd natural number, it is already given. And x is a natural number divisor of 6. Therefore, you can join 1 to C. Therefore, 1 to C and 2 and 3, elements 2 and 3. 2 and 3 are the prime divisors of 6. What are the different divisors of 6? The different divisors of 6 are 1, 2, 3 and 6. But whereas in 1, 2, 3, 6, 1 is not a prime number and 6 is not a prime number. Only 2 and 3 are prime numbers. Therefore, this second bit 2, 3, the set 2, 3 are the prime divisors of 6. Therefore, the first bit answer is C, second bit answer is A, third bit answer is D, and fourth bit answer is B. Thank you one and all.